Welcome everyone to a new video. This video today you need to watch it in full. You need to see all the steps of the recipe because we're gonna make beef and paprika stew, absolutely full of flavor. This being said, let's go through the ingredients and we start to cook. So we're gonna start for this recipe. We're gonna start with the vegetables. I got here 2 red onions and 2 white onions. I'm gonna chop them julienne. Just slice basically the onions like this. I got the tiny little peppers because they are much more sweeter than the normal peppers. I'm gonna cut this in half, one more time in half, and I'm gonna leave it like that. Yeah. I got in total 4 onions and 4 peppers. And also 3 lovely tomatoes. Meat wise, I got here 800 grams of beef diced, some flour, and I got here sweet paprika, smoked paprika and spicy smoked paprika, black pepper and sea salt. I'm not gonna use any oil for this recipe. We got some lard. I melt some pork fat and I got some lard. Parsley, thyme and chives from my garden to make sure it's full of flavor, this stew. I'm gonna prep all the vegetables in a second. I just want to show you how to prep the meat. I got here 2 full tablespoons of flour. I put it on top of the meat and we're gonna mix very well. And you're gonna see in a minute why I do this. I'm gonna carry on with the vegetables and after we start to cook. I got here a large pot and I'm gonna put the lard in, the pork fat. I'm gonna put 2 big spoons. Actually 2.5. So it's quite a large pot and we want it to be nicely seared the meat. This is, instead of using butter, you can use the lard. It's much more flavorful and I prefer it, to be honest. I grew up with this. So once this is melted, we're gonna put the meat which is dusted with the flour. Now it's all nicely melted, so we're gonna go in with the beef which I dusted with the flour earlier. I show you how I done it. And we put the beef in. And we give a good mix. And we leave it until it's getting nicely golden brown on all sides. On high heat. 5-6 minutes. Now at this stage you can see all the meat change the color. Now I'm gonna put all the vegetables which we chopped earlier. I'm gonna put them in. The onions and the peppers. The tomatoes, they will go in last. And we give a good mix. Always when I cook the vegetables, I put in the spices. So I got here the smoked paprika, sweet paprika, spicy paprika, salt and pepper, all goes in. And mix nicely. And you cook this, make sure you mix from time to time. You leave it for 10-12 minutes like this. At this stage you can see how lovely colors we got in here. The onions and the peppers start already being soft. And you can see on the bottom, because we put the flour, it starts sticking. So we need to deglaze with something. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the 3 big tomatoes which I chopped. I'm gonna put them in. We give a good mix. And now I'm gonna deglaze with homemade chicken stock, of course. I got here a pot of stock which I made yesterday, fresh. It's very, you can see it's very fresh when it's still like jelly. And I'm gonna put around a liter in our stew. Mix it nicely, and I can already feel on the bottom of the pot all that delicious stickiness. It's coming up. So basically we deglaze the pot. And the last thing which I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the thyme in. The chives and the parsley, I'm gonna chop it and I'm gonna put it in the end. Now we're gonna leave it to boil for 1 hour and 20 minutes. And we'll have a look after. Medium to low heat with the lid on. After 1 hour and 20 minutes, this is how it looks. It's all cooked. The beef, I'll show you one piece of beef. You can see it's falling apart. So at this stage I'm gonna put tiny bit of tomato puree, around 1 full tablespoon. Give a good mix. And I got here the chives with parsley, which I chopped earlier. We're gonna put this on top. And we're gonna leave it to boil for another 5 minutes. Now at this point, our stew is ready. Super flavorful, I promise you. Let's take out a portion. Look at this. Absolutely amazing it looks. We got here a portion and it's my favorite part of the video, the taste test. Let's see. So now it's my favorite part of the video. I got here my lovely stew. I don't know if you can see it very well. And what can go better with a nice beef and paprika stew than a sourdough baguette. Absolutely delicious. Now let's see. First we're gonna start with tasting the gravy or the sauce or however you wanna call it. It's tiny bit spicy, but full of flavor, how I told you at the beginning of the video. Make sure you follow all the steps of the recipe and you'll have it the same like mine. Let's try the beef. You don't even need to chew it. It's so tender and soft, it basically melts in the mouth. You can eat this with a spoon, you don't need a knife or a fork or nothing. Because we put so many vegetables, we got a lovely sauce as well. You have to try this recipe. You saw it's extremely simple, but I'm gonna say it for the last time, full of flavor. This being said, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you got any questions, let me know in the comment section, and I will see you next time with a new stew recipe. Thank you.